What's up, people? It's your boy Sly. In this video, I'm going to talk about broken relationships or broken families. I'm going to speak based on from the year 2000. Okay? It seems like ever since the 2000s started happening, or since the year 2000, we've had so many baby mamas and baby daddies everywhere. Yes, I understand why it's happening because marriage is no longer significant and people don't respect marriage. Since if you can, the reason why marriage today is no longer valid is because the old saying goes, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? In America, and if not in the Western world, sex out of marriage is no longer a taboo. Like, it's one of those things that's whatever, right? So that's why you see so many single mothers everywhere. And baby daddies are just all over the place. And the thing about it that makes me trip a lot is I can't walk down the street in the daytime without seeing a woman who's young with a kid. Because I can tell you I can tell you right now, in most case scenarios, right? In most case scenarios, if you see a woman under age 25 with a kid, she's not married. She's not. Many of you people have seen that show, Teen Mom, right? Believe it or not, like, I watched some episodes. I was never like a hardcore fan. But these shows I've seen of Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant, these stories is where you have these kids out here who get married, have a kid, or they stay together, and they think that, oh my God, it's gonna work out because you're so in love. I love shit, right? But the thing about it that people don't really understand, what I've seen, is always the same bullshit. The guy will be there for maximum 2 years or less. He says, "Fucking, I'm over it." He walks out. Because he realized being a father at age 18 is not so easy as he thought it would be. So he runs out. He goes, "I'll pay child support if they make me, but I'm gonna stay with this woman." That happens so many times. And this is what I really want to say about this. You can't how do I say this? If you look at how things are today, you can find so many half siblings. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? A woman will have like 4 kids by 3 different men. You know? Then she will, some cases, play favorites because she liked one baby daddy over the other, right? Then you have these scenarios where you have these men out here who have kids with multiple women in different locations of the country, if not state if they live in, and it's like, these men don't give a fuck. They're there to bust a nut and disappear, right? And it's fine to some degree. And you don't have to be in your children's life, right? You don't have to be in a child's life. The problem we have is that the pickings are so slim for decent guys out there. Like, for example, let's say now, because we all know this, most men do not want to date a single mother. Because when you date a single mom, you gotta deal with the baby daddy coming in. You gotta deal with raising the kid. Even though you're there to just have fun with her, you gotta spend time with the kid in some cases, or you gotta chip in some extra money for the bills. Because if you're dating a girl and she's having money problems, if you don't help out, she's not gonna be happy with you in terms of spending time with you. So let me just give an example. Let's say now you and your girlfriend want to go out, and the woman can't afford the babysitter, right? Either the kid is gonna go with you on your date or to the movies, wherever you're going to, or you'll just stay at home. So the guy is now forced, or indirectly, he's indirectly forced to pay for the daycare, or he's gonna pay more money on their outing, on when they go out. He's gonna pay more money because he wants to keep the woman happy. You know what I mean? But the thing that makes me weird, let me speak from a man's point of view. I don't ever want to be with a single mother. If a woman has 3 kids by 3 different men, or even 3 kids period, if you get with her, there's a high possibility she's gonna keep the kid. That'll make you baby daddy number 4, or her 4th child, whatever you want to call that shit. There's no benefit, you know? And the thing that trips me out sometimes is that these women will choose these complete losers. Because people say men are losers, and it sounds like, oh, baby daddy, but at the same time, you can't call the man a loser if you knew he was a loser before you met him. Let me give you an example. You're messing with a guy who has no job. Or when you meet the guy, he can't tell you what he does for a living. But you still mess with him anyway. Right? I bet right now that there are many guys who work at McDonald's and these low-end jobs. I bet you money that some of those guys have at least 2 kids, minimum at least 2. Most of them who work at the front end of these fast food, these retail jobs, most of them have kids. I'm guessing 2. One is a guaranteed, but 2 is most likely. And the thing that trips me out is that these women know these men ain't shit, but you still procreate with them. Like, Sierra. This chick was married to Russell. She's married to Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the Seahawks. This woman, she was engaged to the rapper Future. Before Sierra, Future had 3 kids by 3 different men. And she chose to be engaged to him and have his 4th child. But look at Russell Wilson. He has no kids until he met Sierra. You know what I mean? Women go for these losers and expect a decent guy to do cleanup. Same thing happened, I think, with Lauren London. She recently broke up with her boyfriend, her boyfriend, Nipsey Hussle, whatever his name is. I think it's Nipsey Hussle. They broke up recently. But everybody was clowning her because they were like, Lauren London is one of the hottest chicks in the game. Like, you can say around the early 2000s, the early to mid 2000s, Lauren London was one of the hottest chicks out there. Like, everyone knew Lauren. Everybody wanted to get with that girl, right? She was banging. Sorry, no, around the mid to late 2000s. Sorry, people wanted to get with Lauren London. Like, she was hot. Then you find out she had a baby with Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne has like how many kids? He has like how many kids I think he had about 1 or 2 kids before he got with Laura London. And people were just like, are you fucking serious? Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy had kids before. It's like these women don't understand why these things are the way they are. Look at this girl also, Angela Simmons. Angela Simmons was this good. She was a good girl, man. Angela Simmons was hot as fuck. She's in shape. She's rich. Her own personal money. She has her own business. And she got engaged and had a kid with a convicted felon. Like, are you fucking kidding me? These are the things that make you question your own sanity sometimes. Why wouldn't a man go crazy sometimes? Like, women can date whoever the fuck they want. Like, we can't tell them who to date. But it's certain things that people do that makes you lose respect. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Because Angela Simmons has money. Then she goes and marries or gets engaged to some convicted convict. Look her up, Angela Simmons. Look her up. Hot as fuck. She's fine as hell. And I'm telling you guys, it makes men go crazy. It makes men go crazy because here are some decent guys out who can't even find a girlfriend to even spend time with them. But yet these dysfunctional losers, they get all the cream. And it's not like, oh my gosh, like I'm jealous. I'm not jealous in any way, shape, or form. I'm just upset because of how the society has changed. You know? You can find these stories online. There's a guy who has 24 kids with 11 different women in the state of Tennessee. I think his name is Desmond Hatchett. He's in jail right now. I think he's out by now. He's been I don't know how long he's been in jail for, but and it said in the state of Tennessee, women cannot no yeah, in the state of Tennessee, child support cannot collect more than half of the man's paycheck. So basically, and they even said in the news that each child gets less than $2 a month. So this is what you really gotta understand. Like, from the man's point of view, it's ridiculous how a woman will make these irresponsible choices. You know? From a man's point of view. From a woman's point of view, let me speak from a female's point of view. It makes no logical sense to get with a man who does not want to be a father. There are so many men out there who don't want to be fathers. How do I know? When they don't want to see their children, even though they pay child support, they don't care about the child, regardless of any circumstance. And the thing about it is that these women, they know these men are losers. They know they're deadbeats. They know they're piece of shit, but I'm going to put him on child support to make him responsible. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You know? And it's crazy. You know? It's crazy how things are sometimes. Because I don't know about how most people feel, but if I ever have kids, all my children are going to come from one female. If I'm with a woman and she gives me 2 kids, the next girl I get with, I would not have a kid with them. Not doing it. I'm not doing this half sibling nonsense. I'm not doing it. And like I said, I'm saying this stuff because there's so many people today who have there's some people out there who have 5 to 6 half siblings and they don't even know each other. It's ridiculous. Some of these men will knock up these women and they disappear. And before you know it, you have all these people out here saying, oh, I have a half brother in New York. I have a half sister in Tennessee. I have a half, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense to me to have multiple kids with different women. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It's illogical to me. But these people don't understand how things are. That's just me, though. If you want to have children, take care of them. That's it. I'm not saying children are bad. I love kids. Do I want one in my life? Maximum, I only want one child in my life. I only want one kid. Most likely a son. You know, I want a son, to be honest. I don't want, I just don't, because having kids today is no longer a blessing, it's a burden. You know what I mean? Having kids today are just a burden. You know? You know, that's just how I see them. You know what I mean? But the thing is, having multiple kids is just not worth it. It's retarded. And a lot of men don't understand. It messes up the dating pool because most men do not want to date a single mother. They don't want one. So your dating options are kind of slim. Same thing with I've heard stories where some women who I've heard stories or I read somewhere that some females who are single mothers don't want to date a single father. I'm not gonna go into that statement because that shit makes no fucking sense to me. But whatever. But it's one of those things where it just shows you how things really are. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks out here. You know what I mean? Nothing makes sense. Let me know what you think. Peace.